You know how I only rate movies 5 stars or none, or I either like them or not. This movie I loved. Absolutely recommend it. It's on Criterion right now, at least in Canada. It's a movie that came out in 2022. It's an Italian movie. So you motherfuckers are gonna have to read to watch that movie, unless you speak Italian. But I don't believe any of you speak Italian. Yeah, the beards. It's actually a really beautiful story of a friendship, which is really nice, especially since it's a really strong friendship that doesn't turn gay, which is good. The reason why I'm saying that, all right, I promise I'm not homophobic, okay? The reason why that's good is because very often when manly friendships are very often, I don't know how to say it, maybe limited by the threat of homosexuality. So I don't know if there's some boys in chat who also feel like they can't explore their friendships as much with their friends who are also guys because of the threat of homosexuality. Yeah, the whole no homo, that's it's like there's always the threat of looking, it's not even of being gay or of developing a gay relationship. It's of being perceived as gay. Oh, Alt Zerge. What the fuck did I just walk into? So it's been a couple of changes since last stream, and now I'm talking about the gay threat, the gay threats and friendships. Okay, no. What I'm talking about is this movie that depicts a really beautiful friendship between two men, which is that doesn't turn gay, and that because of that, it can be refreshing, because very often when there's too much of a strong link between two men, very often we assume that they're gay, or that we fear that they're gay. But here you have a friendship between two guys that is unburdened by the threat of homosexuality or the threat of being perceived as gay. They build a house together. They're just really good buddies. And they can do it while still being heterosexual. I hope that what I'm saying is not going to be misconstrued. There's nothing wrong with being gay. But very often men cannot explore their friendships completely because of internalized homophobia. You all don't kiss the homies goodnight. We should normalize kissing the homies goodnight without being gay. No homo, of course. Yeah, so many people are so insecure. Exactly. Germinal thinks homosexuality is a threat. I can relate. In our school, it's pretty common that if guys actually get loose, I imagine that's what you're trying to say, get loose, there's always some guy that comes on with a gay joke, which is really can be harmful, right? If men can't develop friendships together that have depth, right, that are not on the superficial or on the surface, and they're always being afraid of being called gay, and all the negative the negative perceptions that come with it, then men are just gonna be fucking lonely. And in this case, this movie is just beautiful, and also it's a study in male friendships or male relationships or manly relationships. So you have the friendships here between the two bearded mountain men of Italy. You have the idea that the man on the left here grows up without a father, but he has a father, alcoholic. But this guy's dad kind of takes him on as his son, because their relationship with his dad is like bad. So there's the whole idea of fatherhood, of maybe like inheriting a father, becoming kind of brothers through their relationship with the father without actually being relatives. It's really, really beautiful. in these men's relationships, and directed by Felix and Charlotte. I don't know. I have no idea if they're a couple or if they're working together, but there's definitely, at least to me, kind of a leftist bend to this movie. But to me, every movie is fucking communist, so take that with a grain of salt. And the whole idea of the 8 mountains, it's actually was really, really, you know what? I'm not going to spoil it because I really want you to go watch it. But it also talks not about masculinity and masculine relationships. And when I say relationships, I don't mean romantic. I mean like actual like friendships and fatherhood and sonships. But the whole 8 mountains doesn't have to do with that. It has to do with, with settling down or traveling. One of them settles down, one of them travels. And it's the whole idea of how do you develop the best perspective in life? Or how can you develop yourself most? Is it by settling down and building something for yourself, by anchoring yourself perhaps in a community, or building something and to make it last, building a legacy in a way? Or is it traveling and exploring the world as much as possible? The movie gives an answer which I don't agree with. I wish they didn't give an answer, but can't be perfect. So they give an answer I don't agree with. I was a bit uncomfortable with the answer they gave, actually, but I'm not going to talk about it because I want you to go watch it. So that was the latest movie I've watched. Alzer says, I do get that I'm gay and closeted, and I do know I've restrained a lot of platonic affection from my male friends just to avoid the possibility of seeming suspicious to the very homo accepting people around. Even if they were accepting, sometimes you don't want to be suspicious. Absolutely. And I was talking about very often hetero guys won't show affection because they're afraid of looking gay, but gay guys as well, obviously. So everybody hurts from this. Nobody's actually happy with this, with the fear of being gay, the threat of being perceived as gay. Hey, you know what? Just because I liked it so much, let me show you the trailer, okay? Oh yeah, and it's in 4:3, so it's actually like very artsy, right? When it's in 4:3, that means it's good. It's not in black and white, so it's not that artsy, but it is artsy enough to be 4:3.
Non pensavo di trovare un amico come Bruno nella vita. Né che l'amicizia fosse un luogo dove metti le tue radici e che resta ad aspettarti.
Ciao Bruno.
Ciao Pietro.
Negli ultimi 10 anni con mio padre non ci ho mai parlato.
Lo so.
Mi parlava di me.
Quando tuo papà l'ha vista, ha voluto costruire una casa qua. Ha chiesto a me di costruirla. L'unica cosa che mi serve è il manovale.
Sarebbe stato contento di quello che stai facendo, sai?
That made me cry. That actually made me cry. That
Questo
scene
qua
right
vive
there.
sulla cima delle montagne, no? Però i problemi di noi comuni mortali non li conosce mica.
Vorrei aiutarlo.
Non puoi aiutare uno che non vuole essere aiutato.
Just a flash of light in the endless night, then it's done.
Volevo trasformarmi, evolvere, partire.
Come here now.
Guarda che c'è un mondo fuori da qui. Non preoccuparti per me.
Yeah, love their accents, but yeah, I can see this weirding out people who feel their masculinity needs to be proven. That's the thing. Like in that movie, you get the gay vibe very, very quickly, and then you realize, no, they're not gay. I'm just internalizing some shit. They're just two friends who build a house together.